Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk Leeds United. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Back to work tomorrow. Yeah, things are starting to get moving a bit now, which is what we've needed. We needed our pieces to start falling into place. Obviously, it's began with the 49ers completing their takeover, which was the main thing, and now all these other little bits are just going to start happening in the coming weeks because the season starts. What have we got now? We've got about 55, 56 days till the season starts. Not long at all, really. So we're going to start seeing the moving bits sort of coming together. And obviously tonight we've been reading about MESLIER effectively saying that if a better opportunity comes his way, he will be gone. Which you kind of expect, right? He's a quality goalkeeper on his day, and he's young, and he's got his whole career ahead of him, and he's got a lot of opportunity to have a real good career. Last season, a part of me thinks if we had a better goalkeeper, we might have stayed up. I think he cost us as many points as Bamford did. So with that being said, he's still want to be playing at the highest level, right? So obviously he's come out tonight, and I'll get the exact tweet up from Fabrizio, the ever reliable Fabrizio Romano. What did he say? He said, I hope you can see that. Oh, there we go. MESLIER, officially, I still belong to LUFC. I'll have to think about what could be the best project. Chelsea, if it is to go and be on the bench, I'm not interested. If it's to be the number one, of course, you can't say I'm not interested in Chelsea. So what I'm getting from that is, well, effectively, see you later, MESLIER. I can't see a way back from him now. Like, once you've said that, how can you then stay at Leeds United? So, in my eyes, MESLIER's gone. I've seen a lot of people getting quite annoyed with him, like he sort of betrayed us a bit, and I understand that. But at the same time, he's gonna want to move on, isn't he? And I mean, that tweet, that is a come and get me tweet. He's shaking his booty to people to come and buy him, and that's, in my opinion, the end for MESLIER in Leeds, which is a bit annoying because I do feel like there's a goalkeeper there. Lenny Dudley Dean. Hi, Lenny. Hope you're okay, mate. Hope you're good. Yeah, there is a goalkeeper there in MESLIER. But by coming out and saying that, he's made his bed, and he'll be waiting to lay in it now, because you can't say that and then stay at the club. So in my eyes, MESLIER's gone. But this new era now for Leeds is about evolution. It's about evolving, right? And I feel like MESLIER, I feel like getting a new goalkeeper is part of that. Because even though MESLIER is young, I just feel like a lot's been done, and it's time to move on. Yes, it is live, Lenny. I haven't really done many live streams. I'm still starting out, mate. So there's not many people watching. But, Rome wasn't built in a day, and all that shebang. If anyone's there, get your comments in the section below. But also, Alison Adams, hi Alison, hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well. And I had a good weekend. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to be sorting out, and MESLIER going is probably just the start of it. But yeah, after this, he can't stay. Moving on to Daniel Farke. Farke, I don't really know how you say it. Is Farke talking to Celtic? Yeah, I heard about this earlier, Alison. I mean, if you're him, who would you rather manage? Celtic or Leeds? I genuinely ask that because I think it's quite close. Yeah, 1 second, guys. I think the cats are killing each other. 1 second. Sorry, guys, not good. I just seen the signal's a bit rubbish as well. I don't know what's going on with it. It says my signal's strong, and then I come here and I see it back, and it's just not. I don't know what's going on with it. But what was I going to say? Can we talk about Messi? No, we can't talk about Messi. I'd like Rodgers, but not sure. Okay. So I read earlier that Brendan Rodgers is the 49ers' favourite for the job. He's like their number one choice, but it's unknown whether he's willing to like step down a division, which you sort of understand. But imagine if we did get Rodgers, I think we'd be bouncing straight back up if we got Rodgers. My favourite is Carlos Corberán. I'd love to get him, but this Daniel Farke. I mean, I don't know if I'm butchering his name. Farke. Is it just Farke? Why am I adding an E? Because he's foreign, so I'm like Farke. But yeah, if we look at the next manager odds, bear with me. Where is it? Present, share screen. God, I'm still getting used to all this. All right, here we go. Right, if we look at the odds, he's now favourite 6-5 on Bet365 on Betfair. 6-5 favourite. He's come in massively. Dan, Carlos Corberán, Steven Gerrard, Brendan Rodgers. These three are. It looks like they, they believe that these three are the three that the 49ers want, and he's come flying in today. So it looks like it could be him. It didn't really work out for him in his previous two jobs. Obviously, he took over. Sorry, I'm just going to check. He was at Mönchengladbach. I know that. But before that, he was at. If you can see that, he was at Krasnodar. Right, so he took over. He didn't even manage a game because he took over, and then the Russian and Ukrainian war started. So he just resigned like outright. And then at Mönchengladbach, he had 36 games, won 12, drew 10, lost 14, and then he was sacked. Right. Now I know under Norwich he done all right. He got player of the season, manager of the season. So he got him promoted, got him relegated. I don't really know how I feel about this geezer, I'm not. I don't really understand. I'm not really sure why we're after him just because he got Norwich promoted. Other than that, I feel like he has no like pedigree at all. But you meant Farke. We need to show ambition. Meant Farke. What, you like him? Yeah, I know. Yeah. I like him too, but he is talking to Celtic. That's what I've heard as well. He's talking to Celtic and Leeds potentially, but also, yeah, I read that might be a meeting with Brendan Rodgers tomorrow about the job. So I don't know. Carlos is okay. Yeah, I'd love Carlos Corberán, but whether it happens or not, I just don't know. I have no idea. It's hard to know if the bookmakers' odds are often just plucked out of thin air, but also at the same time there's also a lot of traction there, so you just never know. but yeah, we'll see what happens in the next couple of days, I guess. But yo, guys, sorry about that. I'm still getting used to this. Please bear with me. It will improve. I can assure you of that. Sorry, Jordan Finley. Farke played good football at Norwich. We need better. Yeah, he did. He did have him playing good football. But I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You know, in my video the other day, I said that look, we just need like leveling out, and I don't see why we're like in a position to turn down someone like Farke. Like, you know, he is a decent manager. I just want someone different. But that doesn't mean that Farke's a bad idea. I really want Carlos Corberhan. You know, when you get someone in your head, you get something in your head. You want that. But maybe I just personally need leveling out. And you know, he's a decent manager. And that's the thing. What you say, Jordan. He plays good football, right? So, like I said, we just want to enjoy watching Leeds United again. I can't remember the last time I enjoyed watching a Leeds game. Like it's been years. Well, since since Bielsa, since I've actually enjoyed watching Leeds play. So he does play good football, and that's all I want. I just want to watch Leeds entertaining football. I want to see us win mainly, but I just want entertaining football. You've disappeared. Yeah, sorry, mate. The signal. So basically, I was on the Wi-Fi last time. It was a shambles. So I've tried to sort it out, put the lead in, and someone told me that the signal is still like blurry and stuff. So I just cut it off and rebooted it to see if that would help. I don't know if it has. You can let me know if it's still blurry. Please bear with me. Like I'm new to this. It will improve. Alison Adams, he's gone. I'm back. Are you still here? He was a poor man manager though, and apparently, and sent Cantwell to the under-23s. Yeah, I remember that. They were in like a massive relegation battle, and he's resting one of their, well, not even resting, like just dropped one of their best players. So yeah, is that a bad thing? Like, you know, Javi Gracia just got rolled over, right, left, right, and centre. What happened at halftime at Crystal Palace, we still haven't heard about. Still haven't found out what happened in that game, halftime at Crystal Palace. But after that, he lost the dressing room. So at least if, you know, Farke did do that, it shows that he ain't going to be messed around. Like, you know, your attitude's got to be spot on, otherwise you're not in the team. So that's something that I do quite like about him. But I just feel like we could potentially do better. Well, I feel like Corberhan's better, personally. But I'd rather Farke than Gerrard. I really would. I just want to talk about what the 49ers, the sounds that they've been making of late. So we've got. I just going to share my screen. You. 1 second. Why is it zooming in? There we go. Relegation to the championship means. Oh my god! Relegation to the championship. Oh Jesus Christ! This isn't going well tonight, is it? Relegation to the championship means Leeds United have plenty of affairs to get in order before they even think about an immediate return to the Premier League. Ellen Road expansion plans will move down the pecking order and are likely to be dependent on the return to the top flight. Right, I get that. Like, we got relegated. Building Ellen Road, making it bigger isn't number one priority. However, it still needs to be done because it's literally like falling to pieces. However, even with the change of ownership, there's still a long-term plan to expand Ellen Road. 49 Enterprise have agreed to deal with Dardy. Anyway, Parag Maraf, this is what I was quite interested that he said. See if I make it look bigger for you. When asked about the expansion plans in October, Maraf said, "I'll be honest with you. It's gone in too far now. I'll be honest with you. The main thing is to protect the magic and electricity that is in Ellen Road. The answer then is it's probably a stadium expansion, then a new stadium, because I don't want to take away. All right, I love that. Like, I would hate to leave Ellen Road. I would hate it. You know, you get all these space bowls that are like 50, 40, 60,000 and they all look the same the whole way around. I would hate that. I love Ellen Road. I love stadiums like, I don't know, Selhurst Park and Villa Park, and stadiums that are unique to the team, you know, like St Mary's and Leicester's ground. They're the same, you know. I would hate that. So I'm glad that he said that. I'm glad. That means a lot that he wants to keep us playing at Ellen Road. Players from the other 19 clubs, if they're going to list the 3 worst places they want to play on the road, Ellen Road is probably 1, 2, or 3 of them. I don't want to take that away, which is good, you know. Just checking if there's anything else worth mentioning that he said. The chance to go back to Championship, go back in the Championship in the first and second year, but much lower after. Now we can move on. Yeah, no. It will be over 100 million to renovate the West Stand. 100 to renovate the West Stand. Whoa, that's mental. I didn't think it cost that much. Anyway, stop sharing that now. 100 million to renovate the West Stand. That's a lot of dough, isn't it? Alison Adams, yes, still here. We need a manager with a bit of balls to make tough decisions. Yeah, exactly. I agree. And that's going back to what Jordan Finley said about, you know, he was a poor. Well, is it like Jordan Finley says, he sent Cantwell to the 23, right? That's a tough decision, isn't it, when you're in a relegation zone? So is that a good thing? If you think it is, that's, you know, by this comment that you think that is, and I think I agree as well. I was hoping the 49ers would persuade Adams to say, yeah, when we got relegated, there was a lot coming out about Adams staying, but it hasn't seemed to materialise. I did think, like, if he was going to stay, it would have like been announced quite soon. So the longer, like, the days and the weeks went on since relegation, well, it ain't that long ago, is it? But, you know, nearly 2 weeks now. It sort of felt to me like the silence is sort of indicating to me that he is going to go. And yeah, I'm gutted as well. I really am. Yeah, I really don't want to lose Adams. He's probably he's probably the player I want to lose the least, like, and Nonto, obviously. But Jordan, you never know. It could happen. I think it depends on manager and if we show ambition. Yeah. I think we will come right back up if we keep Adams and Nonto. Exactly, mate. I think all we need to do is keep Adams and Nonto. If we could do that, we'll be back up. We've been linked with a lot of players, yeah. But for me, it's most important to keep the better players that we have at the club. So, you know, we won't need to go and sign a striker if we can keep Nonto and keep Sinister and keep Somerville. And I know it's unlikely to keep them all, but if we can keep a few of them, that would be worth just as much as signing a good player. Because can you imagine Nonto and Somerville in the Championship? They would cook it alive, and we'd be straight back up. Would you keep MESLIER or flog him? Well, mate, I think he's made his bed, and now he wants to lay in it. You know, with that tweet, with the tweet that Fabrizio Romano said, you know, I'll just share it again in case people have joined live. I think a few other people are in the house. I'll just share the tweet again. Officially, I still belong to LUFC. I'll have to think about what could be the best project. Chelsea, if it's to go and be on the bench, I'm not interested. If it's to be number one, of course, you can't say I'm not interested. So, effectively, he's using Leeds as a side chick, isn't he? It's basically saying, I'll stay here unless something better comes along. Well, no, you can do one. And I like MESLIER, and I do like MESLIER, but if you're going to, if that's your mentality, then you're better off going, aren't you? For your own sake, for Leeds' sake, for everyone's sake. So I would like to have kept MESLIER for 10 years, not long ago. I thought if we stayed up, he could have been our Premier League goalkeeper for years to come. But it's just nosedive last season. I mean, I don't judge MESLIER on the goals he's let in. Like, he's let in a load of goals, but I think if you put Ederson in goal for Leeds, he lets in loads of goals. It's just the individual errors that he's made. He's claiming crosses and dropping it, and these weak hands. He hasn't been keeping it out enough. He's looked shaky. His passing's not been great, and it wouldn't be easy to be a goalkeeper for Leeds United. Don't get me wrong, but some of the stuff he's done has just been shocking. MESLIER sell, yeah. Alison agrees. Bamford will be our number 9. Well, this is what we spoke about the other day. He will be our number 9. How do you feel about that? Patrick Bamford, number 9. I don't know. Would it surprise you if Bamford scored 20 goals next season? It actually wouldn't surprise me. But then it wouldn't surprise me if he scored 4 either. So I just don't know. And I think we need something more consistent and solid. And obviously we got Rutter there, but we still don't know an awful lot about him. And I don't want to go into next season with any risk, any gamble. Like, I'd happily go out and just sign that guy Carez or Akpom from Middlesbrough, and just someone who's guaranteed to score 20, 25 goals, no messing around. So if we could get that done, I'd be very happy about that. He spat his dummy out once when he did, didn't he? He did spit his dummy out a bit, But I mean, professional footballers don't like to be dropped, do they? No footballer likes to be dropped. I mean, like, even when I played for my Sunday League side, if I was ever on the bench, I hated it. I know it's a lot different, obviously, but I'm just saying you play for a football team because you want to play matches. Alison, we need more than Patrick Bamford. We do need more than Bamford, and like I was just saying, Rutter is still. I haven't got nothing against Rutter. I think he looks like he could be a good player, but it's still a risk if we start the season with him as our main number 9, in my opinion. I mean, it's mental saying that when the man costs 35 million, but that's irrelevant now what he costs. He cost 35 million, but now, we know he probably isn't worth that. You're paying for his potential, but now we've gone down to the Championship. We sort of shot ourselves in the foot a bit. And then do you buy another striker, or do you think Bamford and Rutter between them will score 30, 40 goals? I don't know. It's hard. Rutter will come good. I think he will. It's not even, the thing is, he hasn't even done badly. It's not like he's played 15 games and can't score. It's not like he's in Patrick Bamford's form. He just hasn't had the opportunity. So I agree. I think he will come good. So maybe that's the way to go, Rutter and Bamford, and just try and buy a more supply around him. I don't know. Jordan Finley, he needs 100. Yeah, he does. He does need it. I know. Well, when we won the Championship, he literally. What did he score? I think he scored 16. And he literally had 5 chances a game. Pablo Hernandez was just feeding him every 10 minutes. And yeah, he literally had hundreds of chances and scored 16. But then when we went to the Premier League, the man was scoring every shot he had. It's mental. Absolutely mental how it can change, and it's a lot to do with pressure. And I think Bamford was aided by the fact that there was no fans in the ground, because I think he finds it easier. And now there's a lot of pressure on him. I think he struggles, but I haven't got nothing against Bamford. I just get frustrated with him because I know that there's a player in there. He got called up for England. You don't do that if you're a bad striker. But since he's been called up for England and since the start of last season, it just... So, yeah, we need better than Bamford. I agree. What would you do with Pascal? This is a good question. I was talking to my mate about this the other day. I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to keep him. I don't think we'd get a massive sell-on value. And I think he has been messed around so much. Left back, centre back, CDM, sub. He's been messed around so much, and he's just got on with it. Obviously, he's a professional footballer on God knows how much a week. I mean, I don't think he's on loads. Well, he's on loads in terms of life, but for a footballer, I think he's on 35 grand a week or something. But so you'd expect him to be professional, but at the same time, he's been messed around so much. He's never had one distinct position. He's gone from here one game, here the next game, and then here the next. He hasn't even had runs in the team in the same position. He's been left back for a game, then said. So I feel for the bloke, and I think if you could just say to him, look, you're going to play 46 games next season, centre back, get a partnership going with Cooper or Voba or whoever it may be. We don't know yet, Cresswell, whatever. I think he would be good. So stop beating around the bush, and to answer your question, Jordan, I would keep him and give him another year. I think we get 2 strikers. Yeah, we need. It's a long old season, isn't it? Not just the game, not just the league games, but you're also in the first round of all the cups, aren't you? What about the FA Cup? Second round, isn't it? FA Cup. I'm not sure. Can't remember. But there's a lot of games. There's 50 games easily. And that's Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, all the way to the end. And it's we need depth. Massive depth we need. My fear is we sell our best players and replace them with Oh, mate, can you imagine? Sal Adams and Forshaw is his replacement. Sal Rodrigo and we call Tyler Roberts back. Yeah. I don't think the 49ers are going to come in and set their stall out by selling our best players and replacing them with Roberts and Shackleton. So I understand your fear, but I think you're safe. I think that's not going to happen, mate. I wouldn't worry about that. Surely, well, anyway, this is Leeds United. Anything can happen, but surely not. Surely we ain't going to go into next season with Shackleton and Tyler Roberts in the starting lineup. Just please, that just can't happen. Surely, Jordan, is there any hope we keep? I really would like to, but if I'm Drame, I'm saying a big FU to Leeds United. Sitting there watching Luke Ayling and Rasmus Christensen take up your position and stealing your dream of playing in the Premier League, and then you win promotion to the team you're on loan with, and then the team that loaned you out get relegated. If there is ever a chance to say FU to a football team, it's Drame to Leeds right now. So I don't think personally he would want to stay. I think Leeds would want him to stay, but unless the 49ers say, look, what's been before has been before, it's nothing to do with us. New manager comes in and says, look, I didn't loan you out. I've just come through the door and I want you to be our starting right back. Then I think in that situation, he could stay. But then again, if he's been offered a move to the Premier League, he might just choose to do that anyway, So I personally don't think there's much hope we keep Drame, which is a shame because I think there's a real player there. Lenny, can we talk about Messi? If you want to talk about Messi, mate, go ahead. You want to talk about Messi, go ahead, mate. Best footballer in our generation. But yeah, this is a Leeds show, and MESLIER doesn't play for Leeds. MESLIER, my God, I'm literally losing my marbles. Messi doesn't play for Leeds, unfortunately. Alison Adams, I think he'll go. He's been promised before. You're talking about Drame, I'm assuming. Yeah, exactly. He's been betrayed. Yeah, so that's it. You know, unless there's like a meeting and there's a massive U-turn and he gets a pay rise and promises, and then that could lead to him staying. But I think you've got to look at it and you have to say that it looks like he'll be leaving. Imagine he stays and Luke Ainian's still be. Oh, can you imagine that? He actually stays at the club, and then next thing you know, first day of the season, Luke Ayling's there. So the thing is, right, Luke Ayling, I've had this conversation so many times. Like, I know people love him because he's like part of the old guard now, but he's in the Championship. He actually will be a decent right back. So, like, I'd rather have Drame, but I do think Ayling will do a job in the Championship anyway. I do. Like, it's annoying because like we need to move on from these players, but I do think Ayling will do a job in the Championship. So I want Drame to stay, but I'm all right with Ayling at right back. I think, I'm not like over the moon about. I'm not going to start doing cartwheels, but if we have Ayling right back, I'll be like relatively confident he will do a job. Drame, yeah. That would be so Leeds. Can you imagine that? Like, convincing to stay and then still don't start him. What about Joffy? Oh, sorry, didn't flag up. Jordan, what about Joffy? Can he lead the line for us? Not my opinion, mate. Honestly, I don't think he's that good. Sorry if that offends anyone. I don't think Gelhart's that good. 3 people tuned out when I said that. Is that? I wonder if that's a coincidence or they're like his biggest fans. I don't care either way. Like, it's, my opinion as well as yours. I value your opinion, and I hope you value mine. I don't think Gelhart's that good. No way he can lead. If he's leading the line for us, then we're in trouble. I tell you. Sunderland fans seem split on him. Yeah, I saw that myself, mate. I saw a lot of them saying that they would love to sign him. Other ones saying let's just send him back and get rid of him. I just don't think he's got moments of brilliance in him. Like, remember we saw that against Brighton. Was it Brighton when he put Lewis Dunk on his arse and then crossed it in for Strelk? I think. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he's got moments of brilliance, and then, he scored that goal against Norwich. Open goal. I don't know. Like, if Gelhart's leading the line, I'm worried. But yeah, no, he didn't set the world alight at Sunderland. You're right, Alison. But what do you we need? I think the 49ers will want like a marquee statement signing. Like, we're in charge now. Slap down 20 million for him. We're getting back to the Premier League ASAP. And I can only see that being Guy Carez. To be honest, I can't see anyone else. Well, Akpom would be for free. Yeah, and I'm sure they would come to Leeds. I'm sure Akpom would come to Leeds if he's got no suitors in the Premier League. So there's a chance we get one of them. And also we're being linked with that left back from Swansea, Manning. He's quality. He is good. I think I've read he scored 5 goals last season and got 10 assists from left back. And he's a free agent. Like, I don't understand why we haven't just gone and got that done. Just get him in the door. Like, maybe he's on his holidays and you don't want to discuss it yet, but he's got an agent. That's what his agent's for. Get Manning in the door at left back. Sell Firpo. Would be a good bit of business there for me. And also we're linked with that Harmer, is it, from Coventry, the centre mid? I think he would be quite a hefty price, like 15 mil, is it? 20 mil? He was brilliant last season. So if we could get him, that would also be good. There's a few, we like Jordan said earlier, like we just need to keep a few of our better players. We keep a few of our better players, we'll be fine. We only need to add like trickles of 4 or 5 players, and if it depends obviously who we keep, but if we keep a large proportion of our players, we've got Somerville and Nonto on the wings, and still technically got Harrison and Sinisterra, even though I believe they go. Rodrigo will leave, but we'll still have Bamford, and in the Championship he'll probably be all right. Forshaw will do a job, but we do need to sign some players. But I think our number one aim should be doing everything you can to keep Nonto and Somerville, because them two would just cook the Championship alive. Jordan Finley, Pookie is available. Oh, okay. Yeah, imagine that. Get Farke, and then he gets Pookie. You could see that happen. That's the sort of stuff that happens all the time. But I don't know. Do you like Pookie? Do you rate him? He's better than Bamford, isn't he? More consistent than Bamford, and in the Championship he's actually been really good. So yeah, that's probably a good signing, and I'm guessing it would be a free transfer as well, I'm assuming. So yeah, that's one. There is options though. This is the thing. There is options. So there's no need for us to start the season with Bamford up front. But if we did, is it that much of a bad thing? I don't know. Jordan Finley, Cresswell, and Gabby. I never know how to say his name. Oh, JB, isn't it? Cresswell and JB need some. Gabby. Cresswell and JB need some game time this season. They do. Otherwise, it's going to be this Cody Drame situation again. Darko JB is quality. I've seen him in the under 23s a few times. He's quality, and in the Championship, he will be a good player. And if we treat him like we treated Drame, he'll be gone, and then we'll regret it. And Cresswell, again, you said about mixed opinions on Gelhardt at Sunderland. I've seen a lot of that at Cresswell at Millwall as well. But I remember going to the West Ham game when he was against Antonio, and he'd done such a good job, Cresswell. And I was like, this geezer is class. And then all of a sudden he's loaned out, and then I don't know, but I would love Cresswell to start every week and be like him, JB, a real foundation of youngsters to take us back up. Yeah, Charlie Cresswell for me is a good player, and I agree with that. Them two need to be in the team next season. Alisson, Charlie should be main. Exactly. Yeah, couldn't agree more. It's literally what I said as well. He needs to just be starting. Like, he needs to be in the team ahead of Lee and Cooper, surely. What's happening with Dan James? Dan James. Oh my God, I forgot all about him. What do you do with Dan James? I don't know. Is he a handy player to have in the Championship? I don't know. I know he's not technically good on the ball, but it depends. I guess it depends who we have as manager, right? If we're pressing, he's a decent player to have for pressing. His pace is terrifying. And in the Championship, he might do all right, but it might be an opportunity for Leeds to recoup some money for him, get him off the wage bill, because I know he's one of our highest earners, isn't he, Dan James? So it might be an opportunity to get him off the wage bill and recoup 15 million for him or something. Jury's out. It is, isn't it? I think I've seen a lot of mixed opinions. Personally, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's silly of me coming on here and keep saying I don't know, but I just don't know. So that's what I'm going to say. He's a workhorse in the wing, is he? I don't know, mate. I think he runs a lot, but I could run a lot. Doesn't mean I'm good enough to play for Leeds. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I guess it depends who we have in charge and the way we're going to play football. Greenwood. Oh, I don't know. Again, he's I just can't ever see him. I just can't ever see him being much better than he is now, which is very average. Like, he's not a bad footballer, but I just can't see him getting much better. I know he's young, but like you said, no one seems to know his best position. And why is that? Like, what's he not showing in certain areas? I don't know about Greenwood. I think he'd be a good squad player, and that's it. Other than that, I just don't think. I just don't think he's going to do much for us, to be honest. So yeah, I would probably loan him out. But I don't know. Like, we're a championship now. Sorry, like I don't know if I can say that. Can I? We're in a championship. Can we loan Greenwood out? No, I'd have him as I'd have him as a squad option. Greenwood, have him as a squad option. I don't want him starting. Tottenham still want Cock. I hope so. Yeah, I want to see him gone. I really don't like. I don't like his attitude. Again, I feel like he's been a bit hard done by. He's been in and out of the team, CDM, centre back. Like, I don't know. I think he could be one of those players where another club gets a real tune out of him, and we're like, in a couple of years, look back and be like, he was actually pretty decent. And I think that could be the case with MESLIER as well. I think some players will move on, and other clubs will get a tune out of them, and we could like regret selling them. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there tonight. I've been going for 40 minutes. Sorry about the couple of minutes in between. I'm still learning this. I'm still getting new to it. Like, I'm never going to take over the world. I just enjoy doing it, and I enjoy watching all the, the one Leeds and Joe and KG. I enjoy watching all of them, so I thought I'd give it a go. And I'm still learning new things. I cut out because my internet was rubbish. So I plugged the lead in, and then it still was a bit blurry. So, but it will get better. But a massive shout out to Alison Adams and Jordan Finley, because without you, this live stream would have been pretty pointless. I've literally been talking to myself, which is fine. Like, I've already done that before, and I know that will happen at times. But yeah, I appreciate you two sticking around till the end. So thank you. I think him and MESLIER had their heads taken. Yeah, and that's true, mate. That's actually a really good point, because it was from like January onwards where they both was just doing shocking. So it does make you wonder if January they were like, if you do get relegated, we'll happily take you. And they're like, well, I don't give a shit what happens then. Excuse my language, because they know they've got to move. And like we said before, no one loves Leeds United like we do. Like, you like to think that they do. They don't. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm actually going to do another video, another live stream tomorrow night. I'm just going to keep doing them, and they will get better and better. So probably be about 8 or 9. So if you turn your notification bell on, and it will tell you when I'm going live. And please like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time, guys. And thanks again, Jordan and Alison.